global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. It's getting clearer, there's more that meets the eyes. Don't forget that some few hours ago Yusuf Datti Ahmed held a meeting with a faction of Labour Party. PeterObi, the convener, and also the spokesperson to the obedient movement have decided to speak strongly and expressively concerning it. And the question now is there a crack? Of course, Yusuf Datti said there is no crack. He's as loyal as ever before, but is there truly a crack? And is there more that meets the eyes? Let's dive into the news proper. But before we do that, please subscribe to our channel, share, like, and also comment after this video. Well, the camp of Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election, PeterObi, has distanced itself from Monday's reconciliation meeting between his former running mate, Dr. Datti Ahmed, and Julius Abure-led leadership. Now, this came after the Supreme Court disqualified Julius Abure, who is recognized by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as the party's national chairman. Now, Lamidi Apapa further complicated the issue, insisting that as the most senior member of the working committee, he was the rightful man to head the party following the Supreme Court's judgment. Meanwhile, there is the Datti Ahmed-led faction of the party, which has the backing of the LP 2023 presidential candidate PeterObi and Abure State Governor Alex Otti. While reacting to the meeting between Abure and Datti Ahmed, the national coordinator of the obedient movement worldwide, that's Dr. Yanusa Tanko, said on Monday that the group remained firmly loyal to Governor Otti and the caretaker leadership headed by Senator Datti Ahmed. Let me quote him word for word. He said, "We are not aware of that particular meeting, but we are resolute. We will continue as obedience to mobilize with His Excellency PeterObi, and we have also said that wherever he goes, that's where we are going. Of course, Nigerians are aware, and you know very clearly that Obi is with Governor Alex Otti and the Senator Datti Ahmed caretaker committee. That is where we stand. Being the leader of the obedient movement, wherever he stands, that is where we stand. That is just what I know. We are not aware of any other arrangement." When informed that some notable obedient loyalists, including Hajia Nana Kazori, attended the meeting, Tanko clarified that she did so merely as an observer. She's a sound obedient member and she remains one. It is necessary to make it clear so that we don't have any form of misunderstanding. I can assure you that there is no single crack whatsoever. We stand solidly behind His Excellency PeterObi. It is also worthy to point out that there is an excellent working relationship between Datti Ahmed and PeterObi. There is no single crack as being insinuated, he also said. Now, asked whether Obi was aware of Datti's visit to Abure, Tanko added, "As I told you before, we are not aware of such a meeting, but anybody who has a good idea or innovation to resolve the conflict for the good of everybody is at liberty to do so." Datti Abure Pact, they asked. Earlier, Datti Ahmed formally recognized Julius Abure, as the authentic national chairman of the Labour Party during a meeting of Abure National Executive Committee in Abuja. Labour Party is not a party to walk away from, Datti said. The successes and the history that the Labour Party of Nigeria has recorded are unique and unprecedented. Reflecting on the 2023 elections, he said, "We presented clear records and evidence of 10 million votes scored in the last election, thereafter reduced to 6.1 million votes. The act of state capture is a more onerous tax, causing disunity and disaffection within the political party." Datti said his mission was to reconcile all party factions. Let me quote him. He said, "I am here as a peacemaker to reconcile divergent opinions. I'm very proud to say that I did attend meetings of a certain attempt for a coalition in Nigeria. Morally speaking, if your neighborhood invites you to discuss security, you must attend. However, if you attend and they discuss other matters besides that, you are at liberty to restore yourself to your former position. I have attended and I have listened to the coalition attempt, yet I still remain in the Labour Party. I am not one to sleepwalk into any political arrangement, he explained. He also advised Labour Party members to be wary of alliances that do not reflect the party's values. I must say, in the past, a coalition was made and a Nigerian government was voted out. I note with pleasure that this is what we are as the Labour Party did in 2023 and what we are about to do again in 2027. However, the government that follows is even more important than the act of removing a government itself. A government was removed and what followed was a disaster. Datti stated. Datti acknowledged the INEC recognized Abure-led executive, but also noted that the presence of Nanadi Usman group. This I do, devoid of any personal interest, devoid of any ambition, devoid of any animosity to any group whatsoever, he said. He expressed confidence in Obi's commitment to Labour Party. I am glad also to know that from the comments of my boss, His Excellency Governor PeterObi, he still remains in the Labour Party. He pledged to unite the various camps within the party for us to sit down, understand each other better, and move forward. In his response, Abure welcomed Datti's reconciliatory effort and extended an olive branch to OT, Obi, and other aggrieved members. I want to state very clearly that legality does not give room to illegality. The Apex Court has stated clearly that the party is supreme and that the issues of leadership are internal affairs of the party. By virtue of that, we affirm that the constitution of the party and the leadership elected by members in 2024 at Nnewi, which produced the current leader. You will agree with me that the so-called group is not only illegitimate but illegal. Consequently, legality cannot give room to illegality. We are therefore using this opportunity to say that our doors are open. I think the question should go to aggrieved members of the party. They should shield their sword and come back. If they return and apologize, we are ready to forgive them because we believe there is no victor, no vanquish. Abure Wike meeting, of course, the meeting was discussed. Abure also addressed the controversy surrounding his recent visit to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, a meeting that raised eyebrows within political circles due to its timing and secrecy. Last week, I visited the FCT Minister and it attracted a lot of comments, misconceptions, and talk about the photograph we took. Now that we have the privilege of convening this meeting, it is an opportunity for me to clarify few things he said. I want to say firstly and very clearly that I am a Nigerian. I live in the Federal Capital Territory and Nyesom Wike is the FCT Minister. I have a right as a Nigerian to interface and interact with anybody, including any government official in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that's what they said. Now, personally, this is just my opinion. If he could say that he has a right to interact, how are we so sure that Abure will not sell PeterObi if he emerges as a flag bearer to the highest bidder? And why would Datti do this of saying he wants to convene and meet people and reconcile warring party without convening or without having an interaction with PeterObi so that he can give his nod? This whole thing, it starts like this, then after a while they will now start negating. Before you say who goes there, they will now start saying that they don't want somebody who will not stand firm. I don't know, but they're saying for the now PeterObi still remains their principal. I just hope that eventually when PeterObi ports to maybe ADC, Datti Ahmed will not come in as the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, even if he does. But let's see how it plays out. Each one of them plays safe for the now. But eventually